What is going on to the YTBC, all my people out there in YouTube? I hope y'all had a great weekend. Welcome to the new week. It's Monday. It's hectic. It's fucking crazy. So I had to make a video. I hope you guys welcome to the channel. You know what I'm saying? I hope you guys enjoying yourself. I hope you guys are having a good day. Um, Motherfucking, we out here, man. After Dimensions, you know what I'm saying? AKA House of Entertainment. Hope y'all people is doing good, enjoying yourself. Let me go ahead and first start off by saying that, shout out to Manny Pacquiao, man. Congratulations on your win. Even though the communists, let's just call them the communists. We got communists in the YTBC. Even though the communists try to doubt you and hate on you and say you weren't gonna be able to pull it off, you still did what you had to do. So props to you, brother. Shout out to you. Many blessings. I hope you keep winning. I hope you at least got 5 more fights under your belt. Hope you, make the best of it. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on from that. Also, let me give a shout out to Bernard Hopkins for showing these young cats, this left-siders. We got the right-siders and the left-siders. The right-siders, what I mean by that is the right-siders of boxing are, the Bernard Hopkins of the world, the ones that really want to prove what boxing is really about. It's not about what numbers does he bring to the table. No, it's not about no faggot shit like that. It's about who's gonna challenge you, who's gonna be your biggest challenge in your division. And Bernard Hopkins being a 50-year-old, he cannot go against himself. And what he is known for doing is fighting the toughest challenge out there. Tito Trinidad, Oscar de la Hoya, Tito Trinidad, Oscar de la Hoya, you know, Kelly Public, you know what I'm saying? This guy's just known for challenging himself, you know what I'm saying? He fights anybody and everybody, you know what I mean? We already know what Bernard Hopkins does. I know I'm late talking about it, but fuck it. The guy's just a beast, man. The guy's just a beast. Okay, yeah, he didn't win, but I love the fact that he's a right-sider, man. I love the fact that he hasn't become all pro, as we like to say, when rappers turn all commercial, when their music becomes lame and it becomes commercialized. Well, I'm glad that he hasn't become what you could call a commercial boxer. What do I mean by that? Somebody that hides behind the promotional team and depends on their El Heyman, their advisor, to tell them which move to do and which move to make, instead of being a real motherfucker and being like, hey, look, I just want to fight, man. Listen, I get it. Y'all motherfuckers want to put food on the table for your children and for your kids. I understand, Peter Quillen. But goddamn, man, if that's the mentality you had, you should have become an engineer or some shit, baby. Boxing is about challenging yourself. It's about fighting your biggest challenge, your biggest, your biggest threat in your division. That is the point. And shout out to, Bernard Hopkins for doing it. Shout out to, people like Eddie Landis Lara, people like Gamboa, people like Guillermo Rigondeaux, people like Canelo, even people like Cotto, people like Amir Khan, because Amir Khan got heart. Gotta give him props for that. People like Amno Morris, you could say Amno Morris, definitely. Man, it's a good amount of people that are right-siders, and God bless y'all, man. Now, people like Peter Quillen, Leo Santa Cruz, Danny Garcia, y'all some bitches, man. I don't know what else to tell y'all. Anyways, putting that aside, let me go ahead and make this video about what I really wanted to make this video about. Let me go ahead and talk about what I really wanted to talk about, because the year's about to close and the year's about to come to an end. So I figure, I put in the fights that I would like to see come next year. You know what I mean? Now, some of these fights we already know, some of them we don't. But this is my opinion of what I want to see. You guys might have a different opinion. If you guys want to share it on the comment section, if you guys want to put it down, write it down, that's good. I want to hear from you guys, or if you guys want to make a video in response to that. But this is what I want to see in 2015 that I really didn't get to see in 2014. 2014 was pretty fucking weak for boxing. Compared to 2013, 2013 was a fucking... 2013, we seen some fights, boy. But 2014, It was just shitty. It was shitty. I mean, I'm really disappointed. Anyways, first one. First one I want to see. Vasil Lomachenko against Guillermo Rigondeaux. Definitely, I think that would be a hell of a fight. Great fight. Two guys who got amateur pedigree. Two guys who are strategists, who are slick fighters, who would counterpunch, who would hit you and get out the way. And, I think in a way you could say it could turn out to be a boring fight, maybe, because they're so good that they will be trying to figure each other out. But knowing Lomachenko is gonna try to get in there and bang. And knowing Guillermo Rigondeaux is gonna go in there and counterpunch. It's gonna be fucking sexy, man. That's the only way I could put it. It's gonna be sexy. Number two, Nicholas Walter. I'll say Nicholas Walter against Abner Maris. We could say Nicholas Walter against Vasil Lomachenko. Nicholas Walter against Guillermo Rigondeaux. Nicholas Walter against fucking um fuck Gamboa, Yuriorki Gamboa. Even we could even throw that in the mix. But I decided to write Nicholas Walter against Abner Maris. I think that would be a hell of a banger. I think that would be a good fight, and I believe they're both in the same fucking division. They should be, or if they're not, then they're not that far away from each other. So definitely want to see that. Um, what else do we got out here, man? Mikey Garcia against Yurioki Gamboa. We already know. We've been wanting to see that fight. Let's make it happen. Let's stop the bullshit. Stop the communism. Okay, I want to make a video about communism in the YTBC because I really fear there's been communism in the YTBC. But stop the communism, man. Stop the bullshit. Let's make it happen. Mikey Garcia, get your shit together. Gamboa, get your shit together. Excuse me, let me fucking light this blunt up because I keep smelling it. I keep getting that scent and it's like, it's fucking with me. So let me light this blunt up. Ooh. So about that motherfucking feeling when you smoke for the first time throughout the whole day. Boy, that feels good. Alright. Who else we got out here, man? I just put this one because I seen they were both in the same division. And I like this fight. Since Leo Santa Cruz is a bitch and he doesn't seem like he wants to fight anybody. I would love to see Carl Fronton against Leo Santa Cruz. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see that fight. I seen Carl Fronton. I think in the Steve kind of. I mean in the in I think I caught me a glimpse of Carl Fronton in the Stevenson fight, and I like what I saw. So I would love to see in the Stevenson undercard. Let me even be more spend that on that. But in the Stevenson undercard, I think he was fighting, and I like what I seen, man. I think Carl Fronton will be a hell of a fight against Leo Santa Cruz. Um, we got next another good fight, hell of a good fight. Danny Garcia against Lamont Peterson. Let's make it happen. Both guys are 140. You know what I mean? There shouldn't be no problem between. I think they both under El Heyman. I could be wrong. And they both champion in the same fucking weight. Let's make it happen. Okay, on to the other one. And I know I put this all the way up here, but that's because of the weight. I didn't put the fights, in order. I just put in, and this fight has been it's dragged on for so long. It's like fuck it, it doesn't even matter no more. But Manny Pacquiao against Floyd Mayweather, of course. Definitely I want to see that fight. Most definitely, man. I think that'll be a hell of a fight. We already know What Mayweather can do, we already know what Manny can do. I don't know how to fight. I mean, nah, I ain't gonna discredit Mayweather, man. Even though I'm not a Mayweather fan, I'm not gonna discredit, man. I think it's gonna be a hell of a fight for Manny Pacquiao, the toughest fight he ever been in. I mean, I know that Mayweather, for the most part, for the longest part, he's been fighting flat-footed fighters, and then the other hand, Manny Pacquiao been fighting counter punches like Marquez. He's been fighting Timothy Bradley, a well-rounded boxer. He's been fighting, Brendan Rios, a brawler. You know what I mean? And he's been fighting Chris Algieri, a boxer, a slick fighter, you could say. Of course, now this all these names that I came up, I'm not saying it to like be like, oh yeah, these fighters are way better than the fighters that Mayweather been fighting. No, I'm just saying it to show you that Pacquiao has been fighting different amount of styles. You know what I mean? Um, Now Mayweather, for the most part, has been fighting, people that just stay right there. Madonna, Roberto Garcia. I don't gotta go down the list. We already know. Anyways, next in line, Keith Thurman and Timothy Bradley. I think that'll be a hell of a fight. Timothy Bradley has only lost to an elite fighter like Manny Pacquiao. And that doesn't even count nowadays, man, because these fighters are fucking elite. You know what I'm saying? Um, Keith Thurman is undefeated. And like I say, Timothy Bradley, man, can take a punch. He can take a punch. He's a well-rounded, good in all areas. He can fight. He can throw. He can move. He got good defense. You know, and Timothy Bradley, and Keith Thurman is somebody that got power in both hands. Hell of a boxer. Got skills. Undefeated. Upcoming champion. That'll be a damn good fight. Or you could throw in Keith Thurman against Kell Brook against Timothy Bradley. We could throw it all like that. We could flip it. We could flip it. There's so many names in 147. I just wrote down the one that attracted me the most. You know what I mean? I like Kell Brook, but I don't know. I think Timothy Bradley. I know them more. I know them better. You know what I'm saying? I don't know Kell Brook like that. I know him from a couple fights, but not that much. But I'm not saying that he's not good or not. I'm just saying that I'm used to Keith Thurman and Timothy Bradley. That's why I put the fight. All right, another fight that I think would be good to see. Would be hell of a good to see. I would love to see this fight. And I know Eddie Lara got a fight coming up right now, you know what I'm saying, with Iche Smith. And we can't go look past Iche Smith because nowadays the shit really don't depend on Iche Smith as much as it depends on the motherfucking judges. And you know how judges is when it comes down to Eddie Lara, man. They already took 2 fights from that man, so you never know what could happen. But if he does pass Ishe Smith, I would love to see Eddie Lara against Demetrius Andre. Eddie Lara said he already beat him in the amateurs, but we're not in the amateurs, so it's professional right now. Andre, I think he's undefeated. You know what I mean? Eddie Lara always game, always coming down. My favorite fighter after Manny Pacquiao. Manny, Eddie, Landy, Manny, Eddie Landy, Luca Matisse, y who else? Now, I think those three are really my big, big, big three right there. I like Guillermo, but Guillermo Rigondeaux, Guillermo fights once every other year, man. I mean, not once every other year, but all the bullshit they put him through. You know what the fuck I'm saying? Keep trying to fucking explain myself to the goddamn camera. Explain myself to myself. Anyways, Demetrius Andre, Eddie Lara. Good hell of a fight. All right, gotta make this quick, man. It's about to be 15 minutes. Um, Saul Alvarez against Miguel Cotto. I don't even gotta go into this. We all want to see that shit. We all anxious to see that shit. We all dying to see that shit. Vamos, let's make it happen. Two guys that will bang. Two guys that are really there to meet each other, to fight, to get with it, to prove who's the best. You know what I mean? And other classics. You know what I'm saying? And Cotto, he's sitting. He already had his run-ins against Margarito, which was a big Mexican. A known Mexican name back in the days. Now, well, not back in the days, but 4 or 5 years ago, it was a good, strong Mexican name. Now we back. Now we got another one, and his name is Cotto, and I think and his name is Canelo. And I think Canelo's name is way more bigger than Margarito's name. So, Cotto, this is your time to shine, homie. This is your time to shine. Right here. This is your retirement. I'ma beat this guy, I'ma win, and I'ma go home. I'ma retire. I mean, this is your retirement. Bye bye. Fucking go away party, if you will. Another one. Gennady Golovkin, but I like Gennady. Oh yeah. Matter of fact, let me reshape that. Manny Pacquiao, Erislandy Lara, Lucas Matisse, Gennady Golovkin, and Keith Thurman. Okay, Gennady Golovkin. I like Gennady so much, and I believe in Gennady so much that I feel like he could. It would be a hell of a. We all want to see this three fights from Gennady Golovkin, either Andre Ward, Miguel Cotto, or even Canelo, because Canelo's a pretty big boy. Now, Andre will be the one I really want to see. You know what I'm saying? If I had to choose it, and after that, if not Andre Ward, then Miguel Cotto. You know what I mean? But I know there's some people in Golovkin's division, man, but Sergio, he can't withstand that shit. At least Canelo, he's young. You know what I mean? But Sergio, I'm sorry, Papa, you can't withstand that shit. Peter Quillen is scared. And I know you Cuban like me, or you were born here, or your parents are Cuban, but dog, you scared. Let me not even. Hassan Mendam, I don't know. I mean, I don't really, I don't really see anybody. On to the next one. Kyle Frosh, and this is number 11, by the way. Kyle Frosh against Julio Cesar Chavez. Hell of a good fight. I would like it. It would be action packed. They would be banging. Kyle Frosh is a game warrior. Uh, Sergio Martinez, I mean, he's not the best one, but I mean, he's not a quitter neither. So he's got to go there to bang. So it's gotta be a fight. And Sergio Martinez got a strong ass jaw. So it's gotta be one hell of a fight. I would love to see that fight, man. Sergio Martinez, I mean, says Julio Cesar Chavez got a strong jaw. He got a very strong jaw, and I would love to see that fight. That would be a hell of a good fight. Um, After that, we got Adonis Stevenson against Sergey Kovalev. Man, put your hands up if you want to see that shit. Exactly. Nobody got their hands down, motherfucker. Everybody want to see that bitch. That'll be one good fight, man. Well, a real good fight. Where the fuck I got my Twizzlers at? I would love to see that fight. Love to see that fight. And damn, motherfucker. Yeah, man, I be on that hippie shit. You feel me? Um. Oh, this one is already made. I think it's already on the making, and that is it's the Burn against Wilder. This shit is already in the makings. We're gonna see that I think on the second of next year. February of next year, I believe. February of 2015. So I'm looking forward to that fight. Definitely, I want to see who wins, man. Wilder hasn't been proven yet. I think Burn will be that real true test. Let's see what happens. And last but not least, I don't. I would like to see Fury against Brian Jennings. You know what I mean? It would be a heavyweight fight, another heavyweight fight. I wouldn't mind seeing Brian Jennings against Tyson Fury. Oh no, that ain't really one everybody want to see, but I want to see it. Fuck it. Then my two bonus fights. the ones that were in the making but didn't get to happen was James Kirkland against Gabe Rosado and Charlo against Demetrius Andre. These fights were being talked about, but I don't think anything ever did got done. I don't think any. No, yeah, it didn't. What I mean, nothing did happen. James Kirkland pulled out of the. James Kirkland pulled out of the Gabe Rosado fight, and Demetrius Andre I think then turned down the fight against Charlo or whatever. But I would love to see that fight, man, because those two fights right there, we already know Rosado and Kirkland is gonna be a brawl. We already know that shit. We already know that shit is gonna be a brawl. I would love to see that shit. And the Charlo fight against Demetrius Andre, man, oh my god, man. That shit is gonna be is a 50-50 fight, man, because Demetrius Andre is a good he's undefeated. And so is Charlo, man, and they're pretty good young coming up fighters, pretty strong fighters, good boxing skills, good all around, you know what I'm saying, good offense, good defense. So definitely, man, I would love to see that fight, man, definitely. It's my two bonus fights because they weren't really they were already in the making, but it didn't got finalized, or it was just about to happen. But I think one pulled out, and the other guy didn't sign it or something, or didn't agree to it. Anyways, but they were already in the making, so that's why they're my bonus fights. Anyways, man, it's your boy Kid Twist. This is House of Entertainment. We out here chilling. You know, I got another video coming up. It's gonna be communism in the YTBC. We gotta talk about it, man, for real. Leave your comments, man. Fuck with me, interact. I don't know. Fuck shit. Hit me up, man. Whatever. I'm out of here.